Ahoy there, cruisers! Are you confused about the Norwegian drinks packages and all of the drinks available?
Well, we've got everything you need to know in our ultimate guide. Let's go!
So first of all, let's talk about the different drinks packages available on Norwegian Cruise Line. Well, first of all adults in the stateroom must book the same package. And this includes connecting rooms as well, and people you're travelling with that you've connected to on your booking.
Yeah, you can use your drinks packages in any of the restaurants and bars on board, as well as Great Stirrup Cay, which is Norwegian's private island. So what is not included on the drinks package? Well, first of all, you cannot use the drinks package as part of the room service or the minibar that will be in your room. It's also not available on ship specific. It's also...
I think he's had too many drinks already.
It's also not available on ship-specific promotions, as well as buckets of beer.
And obviously some things like the super designated premium brands like champagne are also not included, as well as some specialty coffees, juices, energy drinks and bottled water are also not included in the drinks packages.
You're also not allowed to use the drinks package at the wine stations that will be dotted around the ship, as well as any vending machines on board.
So only one drink at a time can be bought with each card, and drinks packages must be bought for the whole duration of your cruise.
So a good tip here is if you want to get around in, just take the cards of everybody in your group up to the bar and the bar will serve you there.
So let's talk about the different packages available. The first one is the soda package. This one's in at per adult in US dollars of $7.95 per person per day, and for children $5.95 per person per day. Plus you're also going to have to add on a 20% gratuity and beverage charge as well on top of that.
This includes unlimited fountain sodas, so that's things such as Pepsi, Pepsi Max, Mountain Dew, all them sort of soda drinks.
Cream soda, sparkling water, everything.
Yeah. So next is the corks and caps beer and wine package. Wow, I have all the tongue twisters in this one. That is $65 per person per day, plus that 20% gratuity, which brings it up to $78 per person per day.
And this includes everything in the soda package, as well as beers and wines by the glass, as many as you want. Okay, and next up, it's the premium drinks package, which used to be known as the ultimate beverage package. This one's at $99 per person per day, and with the extra 20% gratuity and beverage cost, that runs at about $118 per person per day. This includes everything in the previous two packages, as well as cocktails and things like that, and spirits.
Yeah, the drinks can be up to $15, so any drink under the $15 value is included. If you would like a drink that is over that $15 value, you just pay the difference. So if your drink is $16, you just pay the $1 difference. You also receive 20% discount on bottles of wine purchased on board.
But this seems really pointless to me, because obviously you've got that really expensive drinks package. Why would you want to buy bottles of wine?
You can just buy by the glass, can't you, if you're going to be doing that. So
should we have a look at some of the average costs of drinks aboard a Norwegian ship?
Let's do that.
So the average beer will come in at about $8, including gratuity. Wines will come in at about $12 each, including gratuity.
The average cocktail is about $14 plus that gratuity, and the average spirit is about $12 plus gratuity.
And soda is going to come in at about $4, including gratuities.
So that gives you a rough idea of how much the average drink is on board, so then you can start to work out what you'll be drinking and how much you would be spending.
And obviously this is an average price. Prices do vary from the most expensive to the cheapest cocktails, and for example, and as we said, all of those drinks included gratuity.
But that takes us on to our next little bit.
So how do you know if a drinks package is going to be worthwhile to you or not? So we put together some calculations in our heads, because we're mathematicians apparently.
Drinkmaticians and all that.
Drinkmaticians. So we put some calculations together to show you how much you would need to drink to make good value of all three of these drinks packages. So the best way to do this is to add up some drinks that you would drink in a normal day, and then add them all together and see what they come to per day. And that will give you a good idea of how much it would be if you drank your drinks normally, or if you bought the actual package.
Yeah, it's good just to visualize how much you'd have to drink per day to make the most of the package. So let's head into those calculations, Ben.
For example, per day, if you were to drink about 4 beers, 1 wine, 2 cocktails, and one soda, this is going to cost you about $76 including gratuities, which is much cheaper than buying the drinks package, the premium drinks package.
Yeah, so in this scenario, it's not really worthwhile purchasing a drinks package because you're just not going to make the most of it.
Yeah, there's about a $30 per day difference,
Yeah.
and you're going to save a lot of money.
So looking at the soda package, to break even, you'd have to drink about 2 sodas a day. I mean, that's quite doable.
Really good value, yeah. So to break even on the wine and beer package, you're going to have to be drinking about 6 or 7 glasses of wine per day, or 9 to 10 glasses of beer per day. So you can get a good idea of how much things are going to cost you by adding up all of the drinks that you will have on your average day, using the costs that we gave you earlier.
Yeah, so does it hit that $118 charge that you're going to be paying, or is it worth you paying per drink?
Exactly. So on the premium drinks package, on average, you're going to have to be drinking about 12 alcoholic beverages per day, which is quite a lot actually, really, when you think about it. Every single day, remember, as well. So some days you might only have 2 or 3 drinks, others you may have 15. So you've got to kind of get all of the prices in your head and kind of figure out how much you're going to drink and whether or not it's going to be worth it for you. So let's run through some of the other types of drinks that are available and how much they cost.
Yeah, because don't forget, it's not just alcoholic drinks that are included in most of these packages. So, premium coffees and teas cost around $3 to $6. Fresh juices cost around $5.
And water, so tap water, juices, coffee and tea are usually available for free in the buffet during meal times.
Yeah, so that's the drip coffee that's available. So
Yeah,
none of the
not the
espressos or
specialty.
cappuccinos or anything like that.
Espresso, the cappuccino. So how do you get these packages cheaper? Well, look out for some good deals, especially the free at sea deals that Norwegian run on their website, where you can usually pick 2 or 3 things, and one of those things is usually the premium drinks package. So that way you can end up saving an actual fortune.
Yeah, that makes the deal a really good value. You just got to be thinking you're going to be saving up to $118 per day, or if you choose the drinks package. And out of the free at sea, the drinks package is the one that's usually worth the most amount of money.
Absolutely. Some of the other free at seas are usually a little bit of onboard credit, free Wi-Fi, maybe a specialty dining package, and the premium drinks package is definitely the best value out of all of those things. So we would recommend, even if you don't drink that much alcohol, even if you don't drink that many alcoholic drinks, that you do pick that one. It's really good. So let's discuss some of the reasons why a drinks package is a really good idea. Well, it gives you real peace of mind because you're paying everything towards the beginning of your cruise, or even before you get onto the cruise. So you don't have to be worrying about how much money you're spending on drinks, because those prices and those drinks can really add up, can't they?
Yeah, it does make the vacation a much more relaxed experience. We've said this before, you're not calculating your final bill at the end of the cruise. You know, you're not terrified of that piece of paper that's going to be slipped under your door, because all your drinks are taken care of. Also, it means that, you know, you can try any drinks you want.
Yes,
and,
you can experiment a bit. So you can try all of those cocktails you wouldn't normally try, or try a spirit you've never tried before. It's really good and really flexible. As we said earlier on, there are lots of drinks on the package, everything under $15 on the premium beverage package. Trust me, that's a lot. So you can get shots, spirits, mixers, wines, beers, cocktails, even non-alcoholic cocktails, and even your soda as well.
Yeah, like
so
I say,
it's really good.
It's not all just about the alcohol. Include that into the cost of your drinks package calculations to see if it is still worth getting the premium drinks package or not.
And some reasons why it might not be a good idea for you. If you don't drink that much alcohol, I wouldn't go and pay. I mean, I would still select it on the free at sea deal, because you're still getting all of those other things like the non-alcoholic beverages. But if you don't drink that much, or you're just going to have 2 or 3 a day, this is not for you. You are going to save an absolute fortune. Just think, $118 per person if there's 2 of you, which is like $240 per day. Over a 7-night cruise, that's going to cost you an absolute fortune, isn't it? So definitely just go ahead, put a bit of money aside before you go, and buy just the drinks that you want.
Or even look at a soda package if you're just drinking sodas and not alcohol. Another downside of the drinks package, like we said as well, is that you have to buy the package for your entire group. So if there is 1 or 2 people in the group that don't drink alcohol, it's really, they're going to have to end up paying for the drinks package if one
Absolutely.
person does want the package in the group.
And another downside is that you do really feel the need to make use of your drinks package
Yeah.
as well. So you end up drinking a lot during your cruise.
Because you want to get the value for money, don't you?
Yeah, and over a 7-night cruise, this is really hard. It's really hard to keep going with 12 to 15 drinks a day over a 7-day cruise, because some days you just want a day off, other days you just want to have 1 or 2 drinks, and other days we want to go all out, have a party night and get
Yeah.
loads of drinks in.
But we've had this drinks package before as part of a free at sea deal.
And it's fantastic.
It is fantastic, but you do feel yourself under pressure to drink.
Absolutely.
You know, you'd go think, oh, I just want a soda, but then you're like, do you know what? I need to make the most of this drinks package. So you end up
Exactly.
having a beer. And it does, you know, sometimes it can be a bit of a chore, I guess.
Yeah. So I guess our end point really is that it all comes down to you and how much you're going to drink during your cruise. We really hope that we've made things a little bit clearer about all of the different drinks packages on Norwegian and how they work. Please let us know your experiences down in the comments below. And remember, please consider giving us a subscribe by hitting that subscribe button now and the bell button. We've got so many fantastic videos, vlogs and ship tours and some exclusive videos coming up that we wouldn't want you to miss out.
Yeah, that really does help us. And if you'd like to support us a little bit further, please consider supporting us on Patreon. It's patreon.com/Ben and David, where you get some great rewards in return.
Thank you so much for your support so far. So I guess that's it till next time.
Happy cruising! And drinking.
A lot of drinking, yeah.
Cheers.
Happy drinking. Cheers.
Prost!
Prost. Prost. You can tell we've just came back from Germany.